Only 1% people know this manifestation shortcut. You're one of them. I want you to imagine something for a second. Imagine that right now, in this very moment, you are standing at the edge of an invisible doorway. Beyond this doorway lies the reality you've always dreamed of: the wealth, the love, the peace, the freedom. Whatever it is that you deeply desire, it already exists. And the only thing standing between you and that reality is a single shift in your perception. Most people will never walk through that doorway, not because they can't, but because they don't even realize it's there. They are trapped in a loop of doubt, fear, and hesitation. But you're here. That means something. It means you're already among the 1% who are ready to see what others can't.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
This is not just another manifestation technique. This is the shortcut that almost no one talks about. It's the reason why some people seem to attract success effortlessly while others struggle for years. And once you understand it, you'll never look at reality the same way again. Let me ask you this: have you ever had a moment where you wanted something so badly, but no matter what you did, it just wouldn't come? You visualized, you affirmed, you even tried to let go, but still, nothing. And then, seemingly out of nowhere, when you finally gave up or got distracted, it showed up effortlessly. This isn't coincidence. This is the hidden key to manifestation, something so simple, yet so powerful, that most people overlook it entirely. It's the way the universe actually works, and it's the reason why trying too hard can actually push what you want further away. Here's the truth: manifestation isn't about forcing reality to bend to your will. It's about aligning yourself with the version of reality where what you want already exists. And that alignment happens when you stop living from a place of lack and start embodying the version of you that already has it. I think of it like this: imagine two radio stations. One is broadcasting scarcity, doubt, and struggle. The other is broadcasting abundance, certainty, and ease. Most people spend their entire lives tuned into the first station, wondering why they can't seem to attract what they want. But the moment you switch the frequency, when you start thinking, feeling, and acting as if your desire is already yours, you automatically align with the reality where it exists. The problem is, most people try to manifest from a place of need. They say, "I want money," but the very act of wanting reinforces the fact that they don't have it. They say, "I want love," but deep down, they feel lonely. And so, the universe responds not to their words, but to their energy. It mirrors back the lack that they are focusing on. Now, here's where the shortcut comes in. Instead of focusing on what you want, focus on who you are when you already have it. What does that version of you think like? How do they feel? How do they move through the world? When you start embodying that frequency, reality has no choice but to shift to match it. This is why people who give up on their manifestations often see them appear, because in that moment of letting go, they release the energy of desperation and naturally shift into the state of already having. But here's the challenge: how do you embody something that doesn't feel real yet? How do you believe in something you can't see? This is where most people get stuck. They try to fake it till they make it, but deep down, they don't actually believe. And belief is everything. So, how do you make yourself believe? How do you trick your mind into accepting a new reality before it physically exists? That's exactly what we're going to uncover next. The answer might shock you, because it's not about affirmations, vision boards, or visualization. It's something much deeper, something that rewires your entire perception of reality at the core level. The reality code: how to trick your mind into manifesting effortlessly. Most people think reality is something fixed, something that exists outside of them, independent of their thoughts and emotions. But what if I told you that reality is more like a mirror? That whatever you believe, whatever you expect, whatever you assume to be true, reality simply reflects it back to you. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how some people always seem to get lucky? No matter what they do, things just work out for them. And then there are others who always seem to struggle, no matter how hard they try. This isn't random. This is the hidden mechanism of manifestation at play, and it's been happening around you your entire life. The reason most people fail at manifestation is because they are trying to change the reflection in the mirror without changing themselves first. They look at their life, see lack, and try to force abundance. They feel lonely and try to attract love. But the mirror doesn't work that way. The reflection only changes when you do. So, how do you trick your mind into believing a new reality before it exists? The answer is simple, but powerful. You must shift your identity. Your identity, what you subconsciously believe about yourself and the world, is the foundation of your reality. If you see yourself as someone who struggles, someone who has to work hard for everything, that belief will shape your experiences. But if you truly see yourself as someone who naturally attracts success, love, and abundance, reality will mold itself around that assumption. Here's where it gets interesting. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is vividly imagined. This is why dreams can feel real, why a scary movie can make your heart race, and why thinking about a past embarrassment can make you cringe years later. Your mind reacts to your inner world as if it's real. So, if you can create the feeling of already having what you desire, if you can mentally and emotionally live in the reality where you already have it, your subconscious will accept it as truth. And once it does, the external world will begin to shift to match. But here's the catch: you can't just think about it. You have to become it. This is why simply repeating affirmations doesn't work if deep down you don't believe them. If you say, "I am rich," but your mind immediately counters with no, you're actually reinforcing the belief that you don't have money. The real key is to step into the identity of the version of you who already has it. Ask yourself, if I already had everything I wanted, how would I feel? How would I wake up in the morning? How would I breathe, walk, talk? What kind of choices would I make? Your job is to embody that version of yourself now, not tomorrow, not when circumstances change, but right now. This is what high achievers do naturally. They don't wait for external validation to confirm their success. They operate as if it's already done, and because of that, reality bends to match their internal certainty. But here's the paradox: you must commit to this identity without constantly looking for proof in the external world. Most people sabotage their manifestations because they keep checking, is it here yet? And in doing so, they reinforce the belief that it's not here. The moment you fully trust that it's already done, that it's inevitable, you remove the resistance that was keeping it away. Just like the moment you stop desperately chasing something, it starts coming to you. So, what's stopping you from making this shift? Is it doubt? Fear? A belief that things have to be hard? The next part will reveal the final missing piece, the single most powerful force that determines whether your manifestations succeed or fail. And once you understand it, you'll never struggle with manifestation again. The hidden force that controls your manifestations and how to master it. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to manifest effortlessly while others struggle for years? Why is it that two people can practice the same techniques, say the same affirmations, visualize the same goals, yet one succeeds and the other remains stuck? The answer lies in one hidden force, something so powerful that it overrides every technique, every effort, every desire. This force is your subconscious emotional state. Most people think manifestation is about thoughts. They believe that if they just think positively or visualize enough, their desires will magically appear. But thoughts alone don't create reality. The energy behind your thoughts does. And that energy is determined by your deepest emotions. Think about it. If you say, "I am wealthy," but deep down you feel stress, fear, or doubt about money, what do you think the universe responds to? Not your words, but your energy. The universe is like a tuning fork. It picks up on your dominant vibration and mirrors it back to you. This is why people who chase money from a place of desperation never seem to get ahead. It's why those who crave love but feel deep loneliness continue to attract relationships that reflect that same emptiness. The universe isn't punishing them, it's simply amplifying the signal they're broadcasting. So how do you change the signal? The secret is not to focus on getting what you want, but to shift the way you feel at the core level. Instead of trying to manifest money, shift into the feeling of already being abundant. Instead of chasing love, shift into the feeling of already being loved. But here's where most people get stuck. They don't know how to feel something that isn't physically there yet. They try to force positive emotions, but deep down, they still feel doubt. And that doubt cancels out their efforts. So how do you genuinely shift into the emotional state of already having what you want? The answer is emotional memory and embodiment. Let's do a quick experiment. Close your eyes for a moment and think of a time when you felt truly powerful. A moment where you felt confident, successful, unstoppable. Maybe it was a small victory, maybe it was a big achievement. Feel it fully. Notice how your body feels. Notice how your breathing changes. Now, here's the key: that feeling already exists within you. You don't need external proof to activate it. You just did it now, using only your mind. This is the shortcut. Instead of trying to create a new feeling from scratch, borrow an emotion from a past experience and apply it to your current manifestation. For example, if you want to manifest financial abundance, don't just repeat, "I am wealthy." Instead, tap into a time when you felt financially free, even if it was something small, like receiving unexpected money or paying for something effortlessly. Feel that energy and amplify it. If you want to manifest love, don't just say, "I am loved." Instead, recall a moment where you truly felt loved by a friend, a pet, a family member. Feel that warmth, that safety, and let it expand. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a memory and reality. If you consistently practice feeling as if, your subconscious will accept it as truth. And once that happens, your external reality will start shifting to match. But here's where the real test comes. Can you hold that emotional state even when reality hasn't changed yet? Most people fall into the trap of checking for results too soon. They start feeling abundant, but then they check their bank account and panic. They start feeling loved, but then they overanalyze their partner's actions. The moment they do this, they snap back into their old emotional state, and reality follows. The universe responds to who you are consistently, not who you are for a few minutes a day. So here's the challenge for the next 24 hours. Commit to holding the emotional state of already having what you want, no matter what. If doubt creeps in, Remind yourself reality is just catching up. If fear arises, shift back into the feeling you cultivated. Make it a game. Make it fun. Because here's the final truth: the moment you stop searching for proof and start living in the certainty that it's already done, you become unstoppable. But there's one last key, something even deeper, that determines whether you will truly embody this new reality or fall back into old patterns. This is the final secret, the ultimate shift that separates those who manifest effortlessly from those who struggle. The final shift: becoming the version of you that already has it. At this point, you understand the mechanics of manifestation, the way reality mirrors back your subconscious beliefs, emotions, and identity. You now see why chasing, forcing, or doubting only pushes what you want further away. But there's one final piece, a realization so profound that once you grasp it, manifestation will no longer feel like a mysterious process. It will feel natural, effortless. Here it is: you are not manifesting your desires. You are manifesting yourself. Read that again. Let it sink in. Most people think manifestation is about attracting something external: money, love, success, happiness. But in truth, everything you desire is simply a reflection of who you are being. If you are trying to manifest money, it means you still identify as someone who doesn't have it. If you are hoping for love, it means you still see yourself as someone without it. The real secret is not to chase the thing, it's to become the version of you that naturally exists in the reality where that thing is already present. So, let's ask the ultimate question: who is the version of you that already has everything you desire? How do they think? How do they feel? How do they move through the world? What do they no longer tolerate? What do they believe about themselves? This is not about pretending. It's not about faking it till you make it. It's about fully stepping into that identity right now before anything in your external world has changed. Because the moment you do, reality has no choice but to catch up. Let's go even deeper. Imagine waking up tomorrow as the version of you that already has what you desire. How do you start your day? Do you wake up with doubt, or do you wake up with certainty? Do you hesitate, or do you move with confidence? Do you seek validation, or do you embody the knowing that it's already yours? This is the final shift. It's not about doing more, it's about being different. And here's the greatest paradox: the moment you stop needing something, the moment you stop searching for it, it arrives effortlessly. Not because you let go in desperation, but because you finally aligned with the version of you who already has it. So now, the choice is yours. Will you keep waiting for reality to change before you believe, or will you take the shortcut, the path only 1% of people truly understand, and become the version of you that already has it right now? Because in the end, manifestation is not about bringing something to you, it's about realizing it was already yours all along.